Hey friends, I wanted to start this video off with a giant thank you to all of you and your well wishes for my voice. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt, it just sounds like a frog. So again, I apologize that my voice is still not 100% back, but today I've got 5 adorable projects to share with you. Now let's get crafting. This project is so much fun, and it really depends on how far you want to take it. We're going to use this wooden tree cutout, this box, this little piece of foam, and then some skewer sticks. Now, we're going to start with taking a Sharpie marker, finding the center point at the top and the bottom of this wood cutout tree, and then we're going to use a craft knife and a ruler to score 3 times on both sides of the tree. So you're going to do this because this is going to allow us to be able to snap the tree in half with those score lines that we're pre-cutting into the tree. This is so easy to do. Just be cautious with the craft knife. Once you've got the 2 sides scored 3 times on each side, you're going to take that wood and you're just going to simply start bending it back and forth without straining it too much. You want to let it crack easily, and then you get a nice clean cut. Anything that's extra or hanging over, you're just going to take your scissors that are already kind of dull. I wouldn't use any paper scissors or fabric scissors on that, and snip off the extra. Now we're going to take that little piece of foam. We're going to pop it down into the box and set the box aside so that we can start assembling our 3D trees. So we're going to take those pieces that we broke in half, and we're going to add some glue, pop it right in the center of another tree that has not been cut in half, and then we're going to take our hot glue and just simply go along the sides to strengthen up the sides a little bit more for support. Then we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Remember to add that extra glue for the support. And once you've got that all glued into place, you honestly could stop here. You don't even have to put it in the box. These would be so cute on a tabletop just like this. Could you just imagine this? How cute would these be? But we're going to take it a step further because I just like doing that here on my channel. I like to use my imagination and keep pushing myself. So now I'm going to take those long skewer sticks and I'm going to add some hot glue in between the crevices of the tree branches. And then I'm going to flip it over on the other side and also add another skewer stick. So you can see that they are sandwiched on the opposite sides. Now I'm going to take another set of trees that I've made look 3D, and I'm going to glue another one onto those skewer sticks. This is going to add some height to our project, and these 3D dimensional trees, they are so expensive all over town. Even with coupons, they're still expensive. So already we're making this tree so cost efficient, and it's just turning out so cute. I love this project so much. Now I've painted it green. You can paint it whatever color you want, or even leave it the raw wood. That's totally cute too. And I'm going to take some pliers, cut off the extra that I don't need from my skewer stick, put some glue on the foam, and then just pop those sticks right down into the box. Once they're down into the box nice and secure, I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of that moss that I love so much here on my channel. I just think it adds that woodland texture, and it's so pretty. So I'm just going to pop some down in there to conceal the foam. We don't want to see that part. And then after that, this is the next part. You can stop here, or you can go a step further. I'm going to use some Cluck that you can pick up at any home improvement store, and I even think they have some sometimes at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my tree, and we are going to create snow, and the Cluck adds so much beautiful texture, and it makes it look like snow. So I'm just putting on a nice thick amount, and I'm going to just brush it all over. Now you want to make sure that you don't just cover the whole thing white, because then we lose the green paint. So I'm doing brush down strokes to be able to create that snowy effect. And then again, you can stop there, or you can add a little sparkle, which is what I decided to do. Once I was all done with that, I went ahead and took some of my pretty ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Plus section, and I'm just going to wrap it around to conceal that cutout on the box and to add a little extra pizzazz to the box. After that, they're ready to be displayed. Wouldn't these be beautiful centerpieces on a table? This project is so simple. We are going to take this adorable treat box from the Dollar Tree, 2 of these garden basket hooks that you can get in their garden section at the Dollar Tree, and then using a box cutter. Now friends, I could not find my box cutter. It's somewhere in my garage. So I'm going to just show you that I can use my scissors. I do recommend being very cautious with this because you can have your hand slip while you're holding the scissors. A box cutter is definitely much more safer, especially if you're a new crafter and you're getting used to working with blades and knives. But you can see here that I laid on to the bottom of the box this garden basket holder, this metal bar, and I just scored my line to know exactly where I want to cut. Now I've already pre-cut one so you can see what it looks like while I'm working on this one. So I start by creating my hole, and this actually cuts pretty simple, pretty easy. Once you've got that first hole, you can get your scissors or your blade, you can keep cutting down. And then I'm going to just simply get my scissors in there and just snip. And at this point, it starts cutting really easy for me. I know I keep going off screen just a little bit. I'm so sorry. I zoomed in because I wanted you to see all the details. And sometimes I forget and I pull it close to me while I'm making my cuts and I go off screen. But you can see here on the back of the box, the treat box, I'm going up over that rounded lip just a little bit because with these metal bars, it sits nicer when you go up over the back of the little Santa sleigh box just ever so much. So that way you can get a nice clean seal when you put everything together with the glue. So once I've got the other side cut out, I'm going to go ahead and just snip off that extra. Again, you can see this is real speed right here. I took this all apart in probably about, I don't know, each hole took me maybe about 2 minutes to work with it just to be safe and cautious. And now I'm going to just simply take my bar and pop that into place. Now you could add some of the E6000. I didn't on this one. I'm just using hot glue and making sure that I'm going back in more on the inside of the box to conceal all that glue. You don't want to see it all over the bottom of your cute little sleigh, Santa sleigh that you're making. I like it more concealed on the inside. Now at this point, you can decide whatever it is you want to put inside this cute little Santa sleigh. You can put in some parchment paper and fill it with treats and wrap it with some cellophane and give it as a treat. You can fill it with all kinds of cute little bathroom products and put in your bathroom. I'm going to do some greenery just because it's easy and I want you to see that you can use it as adorable home decor. Then after that, just pop whatever greenery in you want and it's ready to be displayed. I hope you're enjoying these easy projects so far. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you are. It just helps this video out, and I'm so grateful for every thumbs up you give me. This next project is kind of popular here on YouTube, but I wanted to show you that when you go with a clear glass, it is so high-end and so elegant, and it costs you $3. Well, adding in that 25 cents extra, so, you know, $3.75. And these tiered trays are so expensive. Now I'm going to use my heat gun. I'm going to remove the stickers so I don't have any sticky residue left behind. And then I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to take this candle stem holder and I'm going to use those 2 glues for a long-term and short-term hold so that it really locks into place, because that E6000 is going to really lock the glass together. Now you can see I'm using the base of the candle stem holder on the salad plate. So that way it gives it more support for the top plate. And then I'm going to repeat that glue on the bottom where the candle would normally go and put that onto the base of the dinner plate. That way it really just has a nice clean hold supporting your treats you have on it, and it just looks so high-end and beautiful. Now wipe off any extra glue that you need to, and it's ready for your treats. This next project is going to be using 2 foam squares and these 4 adorable wood cutout signs. Now these are meant for outside in your garden, but truly friends, I would not put these out in the rain or the snow because after a while they do fall apart. But we're going to make an adorable, whimsical, high-end, expensive looking door wreath. And it's really more like a door sign because you'll see it's not round like a wreath. But regardless, so you can see that I popped off all 3 of the snowman, the elf, and the reindeer. And I'm going to take an extra one of those sticks. And I'm going to just glue 2 of them together to get the length that we need. Use 2 zip ties to secure it even more. And then with my butter knife that I keep in my craft room, I'm just cutting those foam squares in half. Then I'm going to take some hot glue and glue those 3 foam squares down really securely onto those sticks that came off of the other signs. Now at this point you can use whatever florals or greenery picks you want. I had these really beautiful red peonies that I wanted to put on because I loved the texture. I just thought they looked so pretty, and I went around the sides of the foam. Now I'm going to take my cute little signs and I'm going to start gluing those, kind of zigzagging them back and forth. And the reason why I did the snowman second and the reindeer third is because I didn't want the red and the red on the hats of the reindeer and Santa to be too close to each other. I wanted to mix it up to have that black in between and have the stripe on the bottom. Now I'm going to take some of this green mesh. I cut out a long strip, folded it in half, and then did a simple knot. I just looped around my finger and pulled it through. This makes it look like a bow without going through the efforts of struggling with making a bow with these things. I feel like the mesh netting stuff is so tricky to work with. The sides kind of stick to each other, so I like doing it this way and you get the volume of a bow without all the effort. Now I'm going to just simply glue 3 of those in place to add in some fun color. And I'm going to do that same technique with the bow where I just fold it in half, tie a knot with this glitter ribbon. Beware, this stuff is a mess from this glitter ribbon. It like blew up glitter everywhere. You can see right below, but it's so pretty and it adds that pizzazz and sparkle to this front door wreath that we're making. So I decided to go with it. You can avoid this one if you don't like glitter. You can use a different ribbon if you would like. So I'm going to just add those ribbons on the sides, and now I'm going to come in with these red berries and fill them in even more, adding some more texture and just more dimension to this beautiful home decor piece. This is just such an easy, fun project, and it really just has such a wow statement on a door. So once you've got all those berries popped into place, I'm going to add a little country charm and add on this gingham bow at the top and the bottom, making sure I add in some more of that cute texture for Christmas. And then on the back, I'm going to just simply flip it over, take some twine to create a hook so that I can hang it up on my door. And that's it. It's ready to be displayed. We are going to be using this glass vase, a terracotta pot, and one of these LED battery operated candle lights. Start by taking some white paint and put a coat over your terracotta pot. This dries pretty quickly, but if you're having an issue with it drying or taking too long, you can use a heat gun. I love using my heat gun because not only does it dry paint really quickly, It also helps me take off those stickers once you heat up the adhesive on the stickers. Now I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to take my hot glue for a long-term, short-term hold. The hot glue locks it in place quickly while that E6000 takes time to dry. Now don't forget to flip it over because there is a hole on that terracotta pot and that glue will want to come out onto your craft table and make a giant mess. So once I got that bottom on, I flipped it over and let it dry for a little bit. Now I'm just adding some greenery and some berry garland because I just think that that's so pretty for Christmas. You can honestly just put a bow if you want to with a ribbon, whatever you would like at this point. It's so many different possibilities that you have to create and decorate this. Now I'm going to also add on these 3 darling little berries, and then for my candle I'm going to add some hot glue to the bottom base, go down in there with my pliers to make sure it doesn't flip over on accident, and kind of guide it in and glue it into place. This is going to allow you to have that base in there nice and secure. It also cleans up the inside of the glass so you don't see that terracotta in there on the glass, because you can see that it's clear see-through. So now I'm going to come in with some brown paint, give it a little bit of a rustic charm look with some distressing, add on a ticking stripe bow, and I'm just going to pop that right underneath the berries because I just think that is so darling. And at this point, it's ready to light up and put on a table. I had so much fun creating these projects for you all today in my craft room, so I want to say thank you again for popping in to visit with me. Now, leave a comment down below to let me know which one you liked, which one you think you will try, and let me know what projects you're working on in your craft room right now. Now, I'm going to recommend a couple of videos here if you missed these past 2. They're really fun and packed full of more Christmas DIY craft ideas on a budget. Thanks so much for stopping by, and until the next episode, bye friends.